New York Venezuelans have mixed feelings about Trump operation to oust Maduro. Venezuelans living in New York City reacted with a mix of relief, outrage, and uncertainty after President Donald Trump announced the arrest of Nicolas Maduro on Saturday, exposing division among Venezuelans over U.S. intervention in their homeland. AM New York spoke with members of the Big Apple's Venezuelan community who expressed contrasting views, some celebrating what they see as a long-awaited justice for democracy for their country, others condemning the Trump administration's military action as a legal intervention. Maria Jose Navarro Rivero, a Venezuelan and American citizen who moved to the U.S. more than 10 years ago, says the arrest of Maduro brings a mix of relief and anxiety regarding what will come next. We've been waiting for this for so many years, and I want to feel relief, but mostly I feel very anxious because he wasn't just the only person responsible for all the problems and all the suffering that Venezuelan people have suffered. No, Novoa Rivero said he was one single piece of this whole problem. She explained that while she felt some relief in seeing Maduro face justice, she has little faith in the U.S. approach given the history of U.S. interventions and Trump's harsh treatment of immigrants. I don't believe that he was something that was good for my people as much as I would like to be relieved, Novoa Riviero said, explaining that she doesn't trust Trump's actions. He did it in an illegal way internationally and locally, constitutionally. It makes me motivated to see progress because the progress can deteriorate very quickly within the next few days. While some Venezuelans remain skeptical of Trump's hostile takeover of the country, others see him as a figure who kept his promises to help Venezuela's democracy. Cynthia Dabala has been living in America for 8 years and feels grateful someone helped her country after she says Maduro caused so much damage to the families living in Venezuela. I felt grateful to President Trump. He kept his promise. Venezuela has intervened for Russia and China for a long time. Whoever comes and takes us from this dictator, this murderer, is the best thing that happened, Dabala said. Esteban Chakin, a 29-year-old Venezuelan native, understands why some Americans are angry over Trump's administration's military strike, but also feels they don't understand the harm and harsh ways his people have been treated for decades. I'm 29 years old, and for 28 of those years, it's always been the same political party. So if someone wants to talk to me about democracy, I'll answer them. It's been the same political party that's been in power. A transition from one illegitimate president to another. It's okay to disagree with the Trump administration and the government and everything that has happened in the United States. But let's have a little more humanity and ask the people of Venezuela how their families are doing, Chakan said. I hope there will be a somewhat more peaceful transition and that everything will be left in the hands of the Venezuelans who can decide it. Fernando Moreno fled Venezuela a decade and a half ago. He admitted that he feels conflicted about what took place over the weekend, stating that he champions what he calls liberation but feels concerned over a United States controlled Venezuela. On the on the one hand, it's good because it's liberating the people, it's giving hope, freedom. But on the other hand, we also have to consider that we are exchanging the wealth of our people, of our land, for freedom. We need to know how to manage both factors and determine what the benefit will be for Venezuela, for the United States, and for the continent, Moreno said. Moreno does not agree with the Trump administration's measures of taking control of the entire country, but he hopes the U.S. will support a peaceful transition and the change of government that will allow his people to govern themselves. I believe there should be a national independence, a decision made by the Venezuelan people themselves, and not like one empire controlling another country. We appreciate the support for the liberation of our people, but I think the people should be given the opportunity to govern themselves because we are capable of doing so, Moreno said. That's all I have to say for this video.